Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 127 of the Toonami Escape podcast. I'm Greg Zeno. Tonight we have B-Dubs,
Hello.
C-Kohler,
Hey guys.
and it's been 5 years since Toonami, so
All of the years.
It's been one extra day.
It has not
five.
been.
No,
It's been 5 years.
it's been 5 years.
So many years.
Years.
Let's see.
Well, anyway, I'm
Yep.
pretty sure there's no news.
Well, there was that music video,
Oh yeah.
the one about heroes.
Oh yeah. That was all right.
Didn't they have a bunch of villains in there anyway?
Yeah,
They did.
well, I I had a hard time figuring out what exactly it was about. I mean, I think it's about heroes.
Yeah.
I mean, the themes are loose. They're mostly just like, can we get some cool shots in these?
I thought it was cool though, especially they kept the whole All Might speech in there.
Yeah.
Also, some Twitter account that usually is right says Attack on Titan's just going to stay there.
I
Oh
don't
yeah, they
think
said
so.
it was going to repeat. Is that right?
Yeah.
Not in that spot. The last time they tried that, it completely exploded in their faces.
Well, it's still going to be around, so.
Well, yeah. I mean, I expect it to move down, but
I mean, are they
really
going to
doubt
move it
it.
down if they're just holding on to it until it comes back?
I mean, it depends on when it's coming back.
April, right?
Hmm. Maybe is it? I thought it was longer than that.
I think it's April.
All right. So how many? So it's what, 12 episodes?
Yeah.
All right.
So it's going to
There's.
Do you think it's just going to repeat once then?
I don't
Roughly
think
one
there's.
time.
Will it have enough time?
To repeat once, it'll have more than enough time.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm kind of thinking. And I'm like, if it was going to line up exactly, I'd be like, yeah, no, that'll definitely, work. But if it's not, it's going to be in a weird position.
You, I mean, they'll make it work.
Yeah, I
They'd
guess.
rather do whatever than replace it for
Yeah.
temporarily.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with B-Dubs though that I could see it repeating, but maybe not
Hmm.
at the top of the block because that's kind of early for a repeat. But
Well, it's not at the
Yeah.
top of the block. It's
well,
right in the middle.
it's right in the middle. You're right. I mean, but
Yeah.
still coming before shows that are premiering.
Yeah.
It's just that if they're going to repeat it, they're not going to waste time dunking it down and then bringing it back up for when it
I
comes
don't
back.
know.
I
I don't
think
know.
I think the what would decide whether or not they move it would be if there's going to be a space between it and second season. I think there will be.
Yeah, I mean, if there's going to be a space between when it ends and when the next season begins, I think they are definitely going to just move it down.
But I would
Because at that,
say right now, I would guess that I think the chances of it staying where it is and repeating is higher. But I like the idea of them maybe moving it back towards some of the repeats and moving some of these
hmm
premiere shows like Hunter x Hunter and other shows forward.
yeah,
That would be
I, I,
cool.
yeah, because I'm just thinking about when they
Oh,
tried
you know
doing
what
that
they're
with the
going to do?
first season.
You know what
Wait,
they're going to do? They're probably going to keep it where it is until Megalobox starts up, so it can just slot in right there.
uh, that's
Megalobox is in a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, December 6th.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they'll probably do that then.
yeah, I could see that. It will be weird again, a rerun in the middle, but then they rerun Fully Cooley too, so
Well, Fully Cooley is obvious they were going to do that.
yeah, and they kind of get to because it's their show, but I don't know, it's just I guess
Yeah.
that's a precedent there that they could repeat stuff in the middle of the block. So
I mean, I'm just thinking about the last time they tried it with, Attack on Titan specifically. It went very badly for them.
It's not the top of the block.
Th-
also, that was season one, which I think is kind of weak.
Yeah, I mean, it's easily the weakest season. Ironically, it's the weakest season because I thought it was the strongest part of the manga.
Which part?
The stuff that the first season covers.
You didn't like the second season stuff?
Not really. Like I thought it was cool, but it's
Well, I
kind of
mean,
like,
I've heard a lot of people say that like the anime is doing more justice to these second and third seasons than the manga did.
I mean, like this last season, it took like 2 years to get through this arc, and it took them like 3 episodes. Like, just thank you God.
The only thing I really liked about the first season was the whole female Titan arc with Annie. The actual stuff before that, I can't even hardly remember it. I mean, the origin story of the trio was about it.
Yeah, I mean, that was like the major part, Eren getting eaten and all that stuff. I mean, it was just, when I was reading it, like the first 5 or 6 chapters I read, I'm like, oh, wow, this is a real breath of fresh air. And then it, went, oh, nope, Eren turns into a Titan. I'm like, well, okay, maybe this can know his superpowers. And I'm like, all right, it's just the same shit. I mean, I still like it, but I think it's pretty far off the rails. Not at this point in the series, but it's going to jump at some point, I think.
When they get to the basement.
Oh, yeah.
Turns out the basement was, oh man, we need something to put in the basement. Make up some dumb bullshit.
Pretty much, yeah.
Anyway, shall we talk about the block?
Yes.
Okay. My Hero Academia episode 25, Todoroki versus Bakugo. In this episode, nobody wins.
Well, I mean, Bakugo wins.
Bakugo concedes.
He won.
Yeah. That's so... I won't win to this guy. He didn't he didn't try as hard to beat me.
Nobody wins!
Honestly, like, I get where his reaction is coming from, but it was taken so far over the top that I'm just like, are you serious right now? Like, you're just a man-child.
He's like literally tied to like a post on the in first place stand.
Yeah, and they have to like literally muzzle him.
Everyone's like, this is fine.
Yeah, like nobody's thinking, oh yeah, no, we really need to talk to this kid about his behavior.
Does UA have like a guidance counselor?
Apparently not.
They do, but it's
completely useless.
That dude, I'm pretty sure it literally is that one dude, like Hound Dog Man.
Oh god,
who literally just tends to just go into like, Arr!
That explains so much.
I'm pretty sure he is the guidance counselor.
that explains literally everything about Bakugo.
Yeah, the poor guy needs some counseling.
Yeah, it's just so much about Bakugo could work if they toned it down just like 2 notches. It's just,
yeah, I mean, I think it would be a cooler character if he did, but they're clearly playing up the comedic part of him here. It's like, look how over the top he is.
I know, but at the same time, like, you could still take it down 1 notch and it'll still be funny. Like, you can tie him to the post. You don't got to muzzle the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
what's going to stop him from making all those heroic faces that he made in this episode? I mean, he looked like a freaking supervillain half the episode.
Almost just like, that face, though.
Almost like, who could hate that face? He looks like he's going to kill everyone in the stands, and they're like, yeah, no, that's normal.
So yeah, All Might's here to give out medals and say the wrong thing when people expect him to say the obvious thing.
Also to like go around and give everyone hugs.
Hugs.
All of the hugs.
Unfortunately, he accidentally crushed several of the students.
They've all been killed.
He's there to give good advice, though.
Yep.
Such as,
but only to Deku.
No, he's got advice for the winners. He's got
advice for Grex.
All right, okay.
Like, get buff, work out your issues, and fucking chill, man.
Fucking chill.
Yeah.
we also I don't think I'd seen. I think she did this before, but I don't remember actually seeing it. This time they showed it though. Like to finish the match, Midnight like released her pheromones or whatever.
Yeah,
Yep.
she basically put them both to sleep.
Yeah.
Well,
But she
because
like what she does is she like reaches to where her shoulder is and just sort of like pulled her costume down halfway.
No, it's kind of like a.
I don't know. It
It's
just seems like
latex.
well, whatever. But like it just seems like the way she uses it is she just exposes her arm,
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
and then like I guess that's all you get. That's all it takes.
it comes from her pits.
Oh, it
It,
does.
No, it doesn't.
yes.
It comes
Are
from
you sure?
It comes from the skin.
It's
I was gonna
funnier.
say it seems like it would come from her skin, but
It's funnier if it comes from the pits.
She's wearing a skin-tight bodysuit, and she didn't tear it under the armpits.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because then she'd never be able to stop it.
Anyway, I never saw her use that before, and I was
This is
just like, oh, weird.
I don't think she's had to.
No, she did once, like early on, to
Oh,
demonstrate how to do it.
right. Yeah, but I
And I
mean,
thought the
like in
whole
the
thing was
tournament.
that like it would like turn guys on and stuff, but I think it also just puts them to sleep.
Night night.
Yeah, maybe turning them on was a step too far.
She'll get there.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, everyone has to go home and deal with things.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, so yeah, Todoroki goes to visit his mom, who I guess is like in a mental hospital.
Yep.
Well, yeah. I mean, she tried to kill him.
But he's like, I'm gonna get you out of here,
Yeah.
etc.
Well, I
Which
mean,
is
it's
that was
not.
a neat scene. I mean, I actually thought that
Yeah.
was actually pretty emotionally charged. That
Hmm.
scene, I thought it was well done.
Yeah. Uh, I really like what they're doing with his character. Generally. I mean, his
Hmm.
dad is still way too big an asshole to ever be redeemed, but
Well, yeah, I mean, like I was actually gonna say that, like I think this show it does a really good job of showing good parenting, with the exception of Endeavor. I mean, just ignore Endeavor. But like everybody else is a pretty damn good parent in the show, because there's this scene also where Ochako goes home and her parents are secretly there.
Her
Yep.
parents are so good at shoving eyeballs back into sockets.
Yeah.
Well, they had to get used to it.
She's just like, what? I love that scene where like she does that Usopp face from Dressrosa.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. That's kind of funny that they would actually keep that in the anime, because that's clearly was just supposed to be a sight gag in the manga.
Yeah.
But whatever. But yeah, but they're there, and it's just like, I mean, I don't know. It's just like I'm liking these good parents. And then there was the scene, of course, with Deku's mom, and
Yeah.
she's cool too. And
Yeah. She's
Did you
talking
know I
about all the
fainted
time she passed
17
out.
times?
wait, what'd you say, Grex?
She was like, did you know I passed out 17 times watching that match?
Yeah.
I don't blame her. He kept breaking his arms.
And
Like
then he like had to hide that his powers, and she's like, and he's like, oh yeah, I know it's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to be impossible and everything. But hey, I guess I'm one in a million. I suddenly have a quirk, and she's just like, whatever.
Yeah, she's just like, I'm happy for you, but did it have to be such a crazy one?
Yeah.
You couldn't get something simple like the floating of the objects or anything. You had to get super strength that breaks your arms.
Yeah. Also, Ida's brother's not quite dead, but
He's pretty close.
super fucked up.
It's like in Traction.
Yeah, I mean, he got stabbed pretty good in the spine. At least it looks like the spine.
Anyway, oh yeah, Bakugo was very into dental hygiene.
And his mom sounds like a bitch.
I'm going to give you a preview for Bakugo's mom. People want her to step on them.
I don't blame them.
Wait, we're gonna see her?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
She's pretty cool, actually.
Huh.
Like you kind of wonder how she gave birth to this little shit.
Well, I'm sure he wasn't. Well, I mean, he probably cried a lot as a kid, but then, like, that's just all babies, They all do that. It's just he never stopped.
Yeah, but you'd think she would have, punched it out of him at some point.
Although, I just made that joke and now I realize actually I should have made that joke about Deku. He never
Well,
stops crying.
he's got reason to cry. Bakugo is just, whining about everything for no reason.
Yeah.
Bakugo
Like,
came out of the womb being like, loser.
yeah, he feels like this guy who's like, he knows he's awesome. And, that's basically it.
Wait, one thing I don't remember from this episode was how exactly did Bakugo win?
He
Big,
made a nuke hurricane.
Big, huge spiral hurricane blast.
Mm-hmm. His new special move.
Oh, that's right. And it knocked what's-his-face out of the ring.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it just completely destroyed him. I mean, that would actually looked pretty cool. And
Yeah.
if he wasn't such a gigantic, glaring, like, dipshit asshole, he'd be a much better character.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, if anything, he's a good character for everyone else to strive to be better than.
Yeah. He kind of feels like Kid Endeavor. Like, if he keeps on the path he's going, he's going to wind up there at some point.
I feel like they're kind of making that obvious.
Well, yeah, but it's kind of like, at the same time, like,
I don't know. Endeavor seems a little more calculatingly evil to me. Like,
well, yeah.
literally going out and finding, like, a woman to have kids with that he doesn't particularly love.
Just because she's got an awesome quirk.
Yeah. That whole bit still doesn't quite make sense to me. Like, I know it's an arranged marriage, but, like,
Yeah.
how does... I don't know. I don't even understand how she went along with that.
Money and power.
Her folks needed cash.
So it was like a deal.
Yep.
It was Pretty Woman, basically.
Yeah. I think it was more like, in ye olden days, it was, old man needs a donkey and has a hot daughter. Rich guy has a donkey and needs a hot wife.
Oh, God. Okay.
Well,
Well,
so
anyway,
they kind of just
so it was
trade.
definitely not something she... I mean, actually, I guess I won't even ask. Anyway, we'll find out, I'm sure. But I get the impression that she wasn't, like, into the marriage. She was just obligated or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway.
In case her insanity didn't clue anyone in.
Anyway, it's time for the show that defines the word anyway. Naruto Shippuden.
God.
Naruto Shippuden 225, the cursed ghost ship. In this episode, they meet a crazy talking skeleton named Brook, and he's funny.
Yeah, he actually poops.
He poops.
Wait, that's not what happened.
Yes, it is.
That is totally what happened. They were on a spooky ghost ship.
Boruto!
Wait,
No.
Before we move on, though, of course, we do have to mention the main villain of this episode.
Octopus crab?
Captain
It was
Puzzle?
a giant enemy crab.
Yeah.
You have to hit it for massive damage.
Uh-huh.
They literally do this. They literally hit its weak point for massive damage.
They do.
That crab is extremely hentai.
I feel like this episode was, they played that game and then they watched, the episode of One Piece where you see Brook for the first time.
Seriously, the start of this episode was like shot for shot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then we get this lame character who's a ghost, this little kid, whose whole thing is like he loves swabbing the decks, and every time he does it, he like wastes 15 minutes like pounding his mop against the floor, making stupid noises.
Mm-hmm.
He's very sad because his entire crew of other dipshits who like doing the same thing are dead.
Yeah, and his like revered dead Captain Puzzle, who comes back later in the episode as a ghost.
And he looks like a dipshit.
He looked like a generic like sea captain from like some shitty
He
1980s
looks like a background
anime.
character from One Piece.
I mean, like, he makes Captain Puzzle look well designed.
This is true.
No.
No, come on. Captain Puzzle has that scar.
Remember
This
how
guy just looked like generic captain out of like freaking Tintin or something.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Remember how Captain Puzzle would do like some random old lame thing, and then the kid would be like, "Captain Puzzle," and it's like
Yeah.
he did nothing.
You know what? I didn't even put that together until now. This is just like the Captain Puzzle
Yeah,
arc. There's
it's
the little kid and everything.
just fucking Captain Puzzle.
Well, anyway,
Man, Captain fucking Puzzle.
Yep.
Naruto thinks the whole episode thinks that the little kid is there. Of course, turns out, it does make me wonder, like, is this like validating, or maybe they've done this before? Are they just basically saying, okay, the Naruto verse has an afterlife and there are ghosts?
Sure, why not?
Have we seen ghosts before?
Nope.
No.
Okay. The
But
filler
whatever.
makes it canon.
They have ninja powers. I'm sure there can be ghosts. It was a ninjutsu. Anyway. Boruto, Naruto Next Generations Episode 6. The final lesson is death. Okay?
Okay.
Well, I mean, I thought you were going to say something.
No. That was the shot you were supposed to supply the chaser.
I don't know.
We
I
got
don't know what you're
nothing.
referring to.
The episode was bad.
Yeah.
It was okay, but it wasn't
great.
that good. It
No.
was like everybody's fighting Shino or whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even remember how it ended. It was pretty. I don't think
It.
it did end yet, did it? The fight?
Oh, it ended.
Oh, it did? Okay. I can't remember. This was honestly an episode I kind of drifted out of a little bit. I just remember him using the bugs, and then they went underwater. And he thought, "Oh, you didn't think my bugs could go underwater? I guess bugs can go underwater."
Sure.
Yep. They
And
learned
then,
how.
yeah, I don't know. There was like a moment there, I think, that looked like pretty nicely animated, but there's just like one moment.
It's only the one.
Yeah. But yeah, teamwork. They beat him. Oh, and whatever his name is, Mitsuki, like he can like stretch his arms like really long, like
Luffy.
like Luffy.
Yeah.
Yo ho ho, he ate a bite of the gum gum.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty cool power to have in that universe, but
Other than that, can't remember shit.
Yeah, I can't either. I just know that Shino felt really bad about what happened, and then he got like a talking down to, and
Shino, I really gotta say, it's really messed up how you tried to kill my son, but whatever.
I mean, it's cool. I was a shit when I was a kid, too.
it wasn't his fault. I mean, to be fair,
No.
he
I
didn't
mean,
deliberately
you'd think
do
he'd
it.
be a little more angry,
I think Naruto's too stupid or too forgiving to get angry.
Well, I mean, he did forgive Pain for killing his dad.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait.
his other
What?
dad.
His actual dad.
Yeah,
No,
yes.
not his actual dad. Uriah dad.
His actual dad.
This is true. He was more of a dad than anyone else.
Even if he was still never around.
Yeah. I mean, at least he was around sometimes.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of dads who are never around, Dragon Ball! Dragon Ball Super Episode 86, Trading Blows for the first time, Android 17 versus Goku. He's really a super park ranger, man.
Yep. And he got really strong by fighting poachers.
Like they're like an army of poachers.
The fucking country of poachers. I sent out the military of poachers.
Yep. And
They
he just,
really, really want to get that rare animal hide for some reason.
Uh-huh. It'll support the entire country's economy for 2 months.
Apparently.
Yep. Apparently, he's just been grinding poachers for like a decade.
Yeah, long enough that he has a wife and 3 kids.
That we'll never see.
That we may never see, but like
We will never see
they
them, and
deliberately
you know it.
they deliberately like he showed a picture to Goku, but we, the audience, weren't allowed to see it. That way,
Right.
if Toriyama later, 5 years, 10 years from now, decides he wants to include these characters, he doesn't have to like make them match.
Exactly.
He can come up with a new design for them.
He's like, you can't make them up. I get to do that.
I will say though, I really like hearing this voice actor who does 17. His voice, it's just such an interesting voice. It's different.
Chuck Huber.
Yep.
He has a
Anyway.
very, very monotone delivery, but it's like really, for some reason, it's really interesting to like. I like listening to him talk.
So we get a really cool fight scene between Goku and 17.
Mm-hmm.
Looks real nice.
Does.
And then 17's like, okay, I don't give a fuck about money. What's your real issue? And it's like, the universe is going to be destroyed. And he's like, cool.
He's like, well, as long as people aren't only trying to kill these animals,
Yeah.
they're going to kill everything. I don't really care. That was literally what he. That was what he said.
He literally said, the strong and the weak die together. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Kind of dark.
Also,
What about kids?
Why? Yeah, his wife and kids apparently don't matter to him.
Nope.
My question though is, why keep this a secret? Like, why keep? Like, I understand, like maybe not telling Bulma or somebody, but like Android 17 could take the truth. You don't have to keep a secret from him that the universe is might go away.
You might.
I don't know. That just kind of bugs me that they're still going on about like, oh, Goku can't tell people what's really going on.
It's because
Like,
they need a whole lot of drama when everyone figures it out.
I guess.
Yep.
It's just dumb because like anytime anybody else threatened to blow up the Earth, everybody was in on it.
Yep.
I don't know.
But it wasn't Goku's fault all those times.
Yeah.
But now they're space poachers.
Space poachers. Yeah, if the army of poachers wasn't enough, now they're coming from space.
Those
Mm-hmm.
satellites beamed out Zaboomafoo to space that are here for Zaboomafoo.
Yeah, I laughed at that too. I literally wrote that down. I wrote space poachers.
There's this incredibly rare animal called the dog.
No, what's weird is that they're after that same animal that the Earth poachers are after.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
the last of this Minotaurus.
Yeah.
Literally the last one.
All I can think about is like, you're freaking aliens. What's so special about this one animal on our planet?
Hey,
Get it.
Maybe Frieza wants one.
Hey Goku, I bet if you said if you come with me, I'll use the Dragon Balls to make more Minotaurus, Android 17 would be like, "Yep."
Yeah, he barely have to care about his job anymore. If he might lose his job in that case.
But he'd probably fuck up the ecosystem. Whatever.
Yeah. One other thing that they revealed in this episode is that Oob is canon.
Yep.
Well, of course Oob is canon. He was canon the whole time.
Well, I mean
Yeah.
that like they're not like treating that ending to Z like it didn't happen.
I mean, they'll retcon what they have to retcon there, but
Broad strokes, it's the ending.
True. I mean, I think it's cool though. I'm just maybe I shouldn't have said that Oob is canon. I'm saying that like this is proof that Oob is still canon,
yeah.
which is interesting to me because again, I think that they could have up until now it could have been assumed that like Super is like a new timeline or something.
Yeah, I think you could have done that.
I guess it still could be technically. That doesn't just because there's a new timeline doesn't mean that Oob wouldn't exist. So whatever.
Anyway, Mob Psycho 100, Episode 2, Doubts About Youth, the Telepathy Club appears. In this episode, Mob is concerned that he's a small, weak child who can't get a girl.
This is true, though.
It's very true. We also see that he used to be like, check out my cool telepathy powers. And it's like, he did it twice. And they were like, boring.
Yeah, like the first the little girl was like, "Oh, that's amazing, Mom, you're so great." And then the second like, "I'm bored." And then of course the hot like athletic guy sweeps in and steals his girl.
Yep, that always happens.
This episode was mostly just the telepathy club running around trying to find a member and making amazing faces.
Oh my god, I love these characters. I mean, it's the leader, the girl. Uh Sharmi Lay or whatever her name is, voices her.
Hmm. Yep,
Sharmi, I don't know how to say her name.
something like that.
Anyway, she was like the best part of the episode.
That scene where they're walking down the hallway.
Yes. And then you cut back to them and they all look like zombies.
We're
Oh,
confident
so
too.
good.
We're worried too. And yeah, the twist at the end with the body improvement club.
The Body Improvement Club.
Oh, so good.
So like the whole twist on it's not really even a twist, but the whole thing, the buildup of the episode is that Mob secretly wants to improve his physical form so that he can, impress the girl from his youth.
Yep.
I really felt, honestly, I legit felt bad for the telepathy Cubs leader. Like she went through all that shit and then just got denied at the very end.
Well, they can have fun in the going home club.
Yeah, she deserved it. Trying to just abuse poor Mob like that. I do like how Reagan actually gave Mob really good advice.
I forget what it was.
Don't let people use you.
Oh yeah.
He's pretty great. Also, the whole bit with them like cross-dressing to get into the girls' school.
God.
Reagan super cannot pull it off.
No, he
and then-
can't.
Be fine though.
And then it was like, and then he was just like, the Mob. They're like, "You're obviously a man dressed as a woman. Now come with me, you little girl. You can go on in."
That was great.
Yeah, I honestly forgot about the girls' school bit until a second ago.
Yeah.
It was
And then there
so
were like
good.
those two girls in there, and
Yeah, they were giving him shit, and then he saves them, and they're like, "Oh, you're not so bad."
yeah.
Also, Reagan's very good at massage.
Oh, he is.
He could honestly make a living as a masseuse, but
He's too busy being a psychic.
The greatest psychic.
The greatest of all time.
Yeah, this show is great. It continues to be very funny and entertaining and well produced.
it's all visual style and flair, so it's tough to talk about.
Yeah.
For a while, at least.
Just watch it. It's a good show.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Anyway, Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan, episode 48, Bystander, aka it's an episode about this dude.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah, I liked this. I mean, I know some people in the thread were talking like, this is dumb. And I'm like, I don't understand why are you complaining about, like, I think it's awesome when you have some side character who seemed like a nobody in an early part of the story come back and be like kind of important.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of the same thing how every episode of CSI, the killer is that dude who's in the first 5 minutes and then isn't in the episode the rest of the time, but then he was the killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like that big a deal because this guy isn't that important. He just had information that Aaron didn't know, but also the whole bit, like the twist, the very final bit was really cool to me. The whole twist that in that second episode when Aaron couldn't use his gear because it was broke, it was this guy who broke it deliberately.
It was this fucking guy.
And I think that's cool. It's like that adds something to that episode that makes that episode even better now to me.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I don't know. I like that whole bit with this guy and him having that knowledge and stuff. I think it's neat. The world building is actually decent here.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't get over the fact that he looked completely different in the past. So much so that they're like, this is the same dude. And I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
His name's Shadis, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he saw some shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, this dude should have checked out the Body Improvement Club because
He got
what's Aaron's
fucked.
dad's name? Grima?
Something like that.
Just completely.
Yeah.
He's just like, hey bar girl, let's get married. And shot Keith Shottis is his full name, and he's just like,
Yeah.
and then it's like at the marriage, he's just like sitting there,
Oh, I feel a
And
little
then
bad
he
for him.
meets up with the girl later, and she's holding Aaron.
Oh, so jealous.
He was really jealous.
and then he just goes into some weird incel rant.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he meant to do that on purpose. I think we were meant to feel like a little bad for the guy, but
No, he's just really sad.
yeah.
Also, they have a new way to kill Titans.
They just drop
They
logs
drop
on their
a very
heads.
large log on top of them.
Which is smart. I mean, they should have been doing that the whole damn time.
Well,
I think it required Aaron's like hardening power to make this thing work.
I mean, they probably could have, built it normally. It just would have taken a while.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not sure how economical it is. It's like probably takes a lot of time, money, and effort to get a big ass log up to the wall to be used once.
Well, I mean, you could. I think they attach it to ropes and just pull it back up.
Yeah, I thought that too.
Maybe.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure it's on a pulley. Like they just let it go and then they winch it back up.
Well, you'd hope they'd do that.
Yeah.
This is true. I wouldn't put it past them not to do
Really,
it.
the only bit with the hardening was the fact that like that was what allowed the Titan to see that there was a person as like bait through the wall.
Well, like they used it to make the trap.
Yeah.
But they probably could have done that normally. It's just that
They would have had to have like literally made a hole in the wall though, and that's kind of dangerous.
Yeah, like they would have had to build something there, and it would have taken time and effort and stuff.
Yeah. They even were talking about like they kept using hardening. Like Aaron, he's been using his hardening too much.
Man,
he's so hard right now.
Everyone is counting on me to get hard.
Mikasa's like, you need to get hard, Aaron. He's like, really? He's like, not like that.
Oh yeah, that reminds me of that scene too where they were like in the mess hall or whatever, and Sasha was telling that Mario guy, he's like, Hitch is a thirsty girl.
She is.
Yeah, that dude joined the scouts.
The bowl cut guy.
That dude bowl cut.
Yeah. But I love that she was just like, he's like, I don't know why this girl's always, trying to get around me and stuff. And Sasha's like, you stupid idiot. She's thirsty.
Clueless. Anyway, JoJo.
Yes.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond is Unbreakable, Episode 11, Chili Pepper, Part 1. In this episode, more Persona 4 references.
Chili Pepper's a goddamn idiot.
Chili Pepper is really just a complete moron with a lot of power.
Yeah, like if he did not have the stand he has, it would be a miracle if he survived one encounter with any of these guys.
Somebody in the thread said Okiyasu's ultimate weakness is thinking.
Honestly, like the end of the episode was literally two idiots trying to outsmart each other. like that was how the episode ended.
Dipshit competition, go!
Exactly. And Okuyasu was the dumber one. Which says a lot.
Anyway, Chili Pepper decides to accost Josuke while he's playing a game and gets punched in the fucking face.
Yep.
And then he hitches a ride on a motorcycle to a field, and then he gets in a fight with Okuyasu, and everyone else is like, and Jotaro's just like, okay, Koichi, Josuke, I want you to listen very carefully.
We're going to walk slowly.
I know that we need to go help him, but it's very important that we look as cool as possible at all times, so I need you to walk slowly.
Exactly. Like, if they ran over there, he could, like, just freeze time and end it.
Look, this is a function of manga.
Yeah.
Time does not pass in manga panels,
Mm-hmm.
but man, it looks silly.
It really does.
It's like, oh, they stopped and started. They stopped moving. We should also stop and comment.
Yeah.
This episode also proves that if the hand was in literally anyone else's hands, fuck you, the hand is gonna fuck you up.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically like the most broken fucking power in the series, outside of like Jotaro.
Well,
yes.
I think there are some good ones in later parts that are like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, in later parts, but like right now, it's like, you know, basically Jotaro's Star Platinum, then the hand, then everyone else.
Yeah.
Speaking of hand, he got his hand cut off.
Yeah, and then Josuke's just like, well, I guess that's that.
Yeah, they just start talking, and they're like, well, yeah, that guy seems pretty strong, I guess. And what's his face is like, oh my God, he's dead. What are you guys talking about?
Stop
and
being
then
so cool.
And the whole idea is that, just to make it clear for people who didn't see the episode or whatever, is like he punches the hand, which then sucks Okuyasu back out of the electrical lines. And when that happened, I thought what was going to happen. This is stupid. I thought what was going to happen is he was going to grow a second one, like a second Okuyasu.
That would be amazing.
Just like ploop.
Because like, how else would it? I mean, like, obviously it works the way it did in the episode, but I was just like, okay, it sucks him back out. I thought he would just punch it and then grow a second version of him or something.
Wouldn't the hand just get sucked back in?
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's just very convenient how it worked out. And that Jotaro just knew exactly how it was going to happen, you know?
So much so that they were just doing their cool guy shit.
Yeah. Yep. Well, you know what? To his credit, he did punch the hand. Like, if he had punched his body, I assume the hand would come to the body, but...
Or maybe he would grow another hand?
Yeah, or he'd grow another one. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna stay silent on this one.
Okay.
Oh,
whatever.
Please tell me we're gonna wind up with like 2 Okuyasus at some point, because I would die.
No.
Oh.
Anyway,
we finish off the episode with this old man. Who is this mysterious old man? Oh, actually, they told us who it was, but
it's Joseph Joestar. He's old now.
He's very old now.
Finally.
Actual real person old.
Like he can't go running around and having another daughter.
Seriously, guys, don't expect much.
Makes me sad.
It's kind of weird that they're going to keep him around. So.
Well, he was just too cool.
He really was.
Anyway, they learn that he's going after Joseph, and they're like, all right, let's still walk extremely slowly towards that port over there.
So slowly.
Walking slowly off screen.
They're basically, all the characters in this series are just supermodels on a catwalk anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Did they also told Josuke that it was his dad?
Yep.
Or I'm not Josuke. Josuke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he says it's Joseph Joestar, and Okuyasu's like, that means it's your dad.
Yeah.
Like he's not smart enough to figure that out.
It is so weird to think that they're half brothers.
Yeah.
That Jotaro and Josuke are half brothers.
Like it's just really fucking weird. No, Josuke is Jotaro's cousin.
No, Josuke is Jotaro's uncle.
Yes, uncle.
Think about that.
Wait, what now?
Yeah.
Because he's his grandfather. Oh, no. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's even weirder. Because he's like older.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Man, these family trees get screwy.
No joke.
Well, luckily, Peedwagon is there, or Peedagon is there to ship him across the sea.
I missed where this came from.
What it was is there was one of the Speedwagon Foundation guys was on the boat with
You had to pee.
with him, and then like the way that he wasn't facing directly at the camera, so like some of the letters on his hat were cut off, and so instead of saying Speedwagon on the hat, it said Peed Agon.
Oh God. At least the Speedwagon Foundation is still there to help them.
Yeah, the stand of the
Entire
Joestar family.
Yeah, they have like endless money and resources.
My stand, Speedwagon Foundation, just gives me a shit ton of money and a
What else
bunch of
do you need?
dudes.
And a
What
bunch of
else
like
do you
an
need?
army of people to do shit for me.
Yep. Well, I mean, what else do you need, really?
Like if you worked for the Speedwagon Foundation, like, and you went home at the end of the day to your wife, what do you tell her you did that day?
Well,
Help some
Mr.
buff dudes again.
Pretty much.
Yeah, the buff dudes who employ us. They had me go and deliver somebody across the sea, and then
They were posing at this other dude, and some of them just kind of flew around. Looked like they got punched by a ghost. I don't know.
three of the guys I've worked with for 12 years, one of them died.
It was a vampire at one point a couple of years ago, but like it's not too weird, honey. It's not too weird.
It's like the pay is great though.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
you might get your head sucked in. You might get sucked into a water bottle.
I forgot that happened, honey.
I saw one guy turn to stone.
I wish the benefits were a little better to, counteract the whole getting sucked into a water bottle.
Yep.
That was a real bad thing that happened to Bob. He was 2 weeks away from retirement too.
I thought it was 2 days away from retirement.
The Speedwagon Foundation. I want to go to the Speedwagon Foundation headquarters someday.
Where is it?
Who knows?
It's an exact replica of Jonathan Joestar's mansion.
Oh God.
I believe it's in Washington, D.C.
Oh, okay.
It would be.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they freaking helped found the country, but I know that they weren't like around until like the 1920s or something.
Yeah.
They probably own the Smithsonian.
This mysterious stone buff dude.
Yeah.
On loan to the Smithsonian Institution. They're really obsessive about the lights.
Oh yeah.
Santana's still there.
Is he?
Probably.
They never destroyed him completely.
Yeah.
It'd be a laugh.
Cool.
I kind of wish Cars would come back at some point.
Just
because I think it would be hilarious.
What's it gonna be like? It's like, I saw some shit.
Exactly.
I went around Mars 3 times.
Now there's 32 of me on the moon. I will defeat you, George Joestar.
I would have been stuck out there if I'd not bumped into Halley's Comet.
Anyway, the Black Clover Minute.
No, hang on. I'm just thinking, like, I kind of want Cars to come back because
I have a thing to suggest to you. It's not actually a JoJo thing. George Joestar. George with a J.
No, fuck that. I'm thinking, like, because how they keep going generation to generation and stuff. Like, I want, like, a JoJo in space at one point, and they're on, like, a space station, and there's cars, and it's, like, fucking Alien, the movie.
Okay.
Because, tell me that wouldn't be fucking cool.
How would that work?
He'd get, like, a fucking stand that, like, did alien shit. I don't know.
All right, who are the other stand users in that part?
A JoJo guy, a dumbass.
No, I mean the enemy stand users.
Oh, I don't fucking know. It would be like the fucking movie Alien.
Your plans have baked. I'm afraid it's rejected.
Sad.
Isn't Cars an alien anyway?
No. He's an ancient godlike super being.
So he was born on Earth. I mean, like their species came from Earth.
Yep.
Okay.
It's weird.
I always thought they were like ancient aliens.
Nope.
No, they're just vampires.
They're just ancient bodybuilders.
Who don't like the sunlight.
And I'll insert that song right now.
They're the Aztec gods of fitness.
Yes. God.
They were, honestly, they kind of were like my favorite villains.
They were awesome. I'm sorry. Like, they had so much swagger. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
Just like the music and the posing and just they had it.
It's really that theme. Whenever that theme plays, anything you could do anything and it would be awesome.
But
You
it's
really
not just the
could.
theme though. It's the theme and then a shot of them posing.
Yeah, like the combination of just like their swagger and the musical theme is just like, I mean, short of
I am a god.
Yeah, I mean, short of Dio, it's like, nobody comes close.
They didn't even cover their asses because literally, who wouldn't want to watch them?
Seriously.
Doing you a favor.
Anyway,
Exactly.
Black Clover. Black Clover episode 45, The Guy Who Doesn't Know When to Quit. Uh-huh. I forget what happened.
Wasn't that a Naruto episode at one point?
Sure.
The big attack from the duo fails because, of course, it was going to fail.
Yeah.
And then we get these other, like the guys you told me last episode were just nameless scrubs. Actually, are named, sort of.
But they're still scrubs.
But they're total scrubs. Like one of them is like, I have the Midnight Sun's top chain mage, and look at my chain magic.
Like, dude thinks he's Karapika.
Yeah. But he's
Except
lame.
he's so much shittier. Like, he's in a thing. He's in a series where, like, they have magic and they can do whatever the fuck they want, and instead he manages to have a worse chain power than Karapika.
Yeah, well, anyway.
I still can't deal with how just absolutely pathetic all the powers in the show are.
It's so sad.
I don't know. The powers just feel like powers to me. The only thing I don't like is that they have to... I know it's common in these shonen anime for like the characters to say the name of their moves, but the names of these moves are so long and stupid sounding. That's what I don't like.
So bad.
They're like, Chain Magic, Chain Fortress 5000. And it's like, you have to say that every time?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. So we get more team-ups, basically. So other characters from the Black Bulls are like teaming up with each other to fight these guys.
Yeah, only they're all garbage, so...
Nah, Charmy's not garbage.
Well, no, I mean, she was cool.
Surprise! Gray is actually a small blue-haired girl who's very afraid of everything.
She looks 14, but we learned that she's like 24.
Uh-huh, sure.
Yeah,
and then Charmy
is 19 or something?
Yeah, she's 19.
I'm calling bullshit on that one.
I don't think so.
The thing is, Charmy is just drawn to be chibi. Because every once in a while they'll show a picture of Charmy and she looks older, right?
I guess.
I like how Charmy has a real design that is only ever around for like 15% of the time.
Yeah, whenever like you need a serious scene, she's not drawn in her goofy style.
And you're like, wait, what?
Yeah, who is that? But I can buy her being 19 because she has that alternate. But Gray just looks like a 14-year-old girl.
Absolutely.
And she's even older than Charmy. She's 24.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, okay. Anime. But yeah, they trick Charmy into waking up by turning... Oh yeah, Gray can like not only make herself look like other people, she can turn other objects into looking like other things. That's the thing we learned. I don't even remember who else teamed up. I know another couple teamed up.
Who cares? I mean, they're all...
It's just, yeah. We're just going through the motions now.
Yeah.
Weekly refrain, but this Veto dude is super bland.
Yeah.
I like how I said he was like, He looks like Jesus Christ, but from Southern California and on cocaine.
Sounds about right.
And then he's like surprised that the anti-magic sword can cut him.
He's
like, whoa.
That's the whole shtick.
Yeah.
I thought I could block it with my muscles. I'm bored.
Let's move on.
Hunter x Hunter episode 118, A False Rage. In this episode, Yuppie has learned the glories of edging.
He really has.
He's going to pretend to nut and then not.
And then he's actually gonna nut.
That was this was a really cool episode. I mean, come on, it's Hunter x Hunter, of course it was, but like,
Yeah.
I mean that like this
It was a
that
clever
whole
plan.
scene where
Knuckle
God.
realizes he's
Knuckle.
a dumbass.
well, no, that he's gonna attack him. He doesn't realize he's a dumbass. He just he realizes that wait a minute, something's wrong because everything's happening within like tenths of a second,
Mm-hmm.
and then he like gets away with it because Kurapika shows up, or not Kurapika, I mean Killua.
Mm-hmm.
If Kurapika
Killua
showed up, that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, it would be. But anyway, Killua was like got him out of there. Knuckle got away, and I just loved the whole bit. It's like I did it! Holy crap!
And then he bolted.
Yeah, he's just like, bye.
Job done.
Yeah, Killua was just there to like take out some. He's got some shit to work through, and he's gonna work through it on this super powerful ant.
Yeah, I'm kind of having a hard time believing this. I mean, I don't know what to say, but like, I mean, nothing's happened yet, but just like we've seen how strong this ant is. I just can't imagine Killua can really stand up to him.
Hey man, that needle made a lot of difference.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do you know what happens?
Not this specifically.
Okay,
I
well,
do.
don't say anything, B-dubs. Okay, Grex, do you think that Killua is stronger than Knuckle?
No, I think Knuckle is a super close range fighter, which is bad when it's versus Yuppie.
Okay, so you think Killua's got like an advantage here with his Nen powers?
Yes, I think Knuckle has to be like going blow for he has to go blow for blow with people, or just kind of stay like medium range and let APR tick down. But
Right.
Yuppie's just gonna one shot him. So
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. I just when he walked up, I'm just like, first of all, I thought, okay, it's awesome. Killua used his lightning powers that saved Knuckle, but I didn't think Killua was just gonna walk up and be like, all right, let's do this. And I'm thinking, kid, come on, you can't take this guy. That's what I was thinking.
yeah. By the way, Poof's still in that cocoon.
He has not moved an inch.
Yeah.
More on that later. Anyway, Ikalgo messes up.
So this was kind of like a mind-blowing moment for me. I thought Ikalgo was back in that void this whole time.
Nope. He's trying to find Palm.
Remember, he takes control of corpses and uses them.
No, but that's what I mean. I thought he was doing that remotely. I thought he was like remote controlling this guy from back at the white void space. I didn't know he was literally nearby.
Nope, he's on the guy's head. That's how he does
No,
it.
but he shows up like underneath the truck. Was he not there all the whole time, or like, wait, where was he?
He was inside Flut's body, Flutter's body.
Oh, I wish you guys would have told me this.
We did.
I don't remember this because like I thought this whole time he was doing it telepathically, and that's why I asked that one time. I said, I remember a couple episodes ago, I was like, is he in any danger?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you guys weren't like clear, and I was just like, what does that mean? Does it mean like if he dies, if the body he's controlling dies, he dies? Because I was thinking he was doing it mentally. I didn't know he was literally in that body. So that's what just kind of blew my mind. I'm like, oh, he's there?
Yeah, you'd think that, power's
Anyway.
a little dangerous.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I guess Bloster is a chimera ant of like a crab and a gun.
How does that work?
I don't know.
Did they eat guns?
Yes.
They ate everything.
You thought shit went south when they ate humans. Check out this shit. They ate some guns.
He's
There are
not even the
guns
first
walking
one.
around on two legs.
He's not even the first one. That other one has missiles.
This is true.
Then missiles.
Yeah. Well, okay. Nen missiles, fine. Well, this must be Nen guns then.
Yeah, it had.
It's probably Nen guns.
Yeah. No, it's guns.
Man,
Nen is
power is I have a gun.
I have guns in my claws. That's my Nen power. What's his restriction?
Has
That
to
he,
keep
like,
it locked
He
in a safe.
misfires.
Can't. He has to keep him locked in a safe. He has to carry his concealed carry permit. Yeah, they have to be properly locked and sealed at home.
Yeah.
Gloucester's kids can't get in there.
So yeah, now I guess Ikago is kind of stuck without a disguise.
Mm-hmm.
Also, where the hell is Palm?
I don't know.
Oh, you do not want to know.
Super dead.
I
It's
kind of
worse.
hope not. I mean, they've gone out of their way to not show her. I'm kind of thinking she's not dead, but I don't know. It was weird that they brought up the whole like human trafficking thing again with those girls.
Yeah, they're just like, why is this weird ass fucking thing yelling at me?
Yeah, this weird freaking butterfly faced guy.
Anyway, you guys have anything else about Toonami tonight?
Can't think of anything.
B-dubs.
No, I'm good.
Well, okay, cool. That'll do it for this episode of the Toonami Escape Podcast. Thank you, B-dubs.
Yeah.
Thank you, C. Kohler.
No problem.
We'll see you next week for the next episode. Good night. I'm doing a robot voice. For some reason, I just slipped into it. I don't understand.
I didn't know.
All right, 17.
I hope everyone dies. Good night.
God.